right, we are streaming. You can go ahead, keep going if you would like. I'm just checking to see if the live.
Yeah.
See if we're public on YouTube. Because I was a dum-dum, and yeah, okay, looks like we're public on YouTube.
He was a bad monkey.
Right. If you look on the video from yesterday, you will see the privacy setting that I just glossed over.
He said he was good, never said he was smart.
Yeah. Officer,
It was in the middle of a game, and, you know, things happen.
I'm still showing waiting for beholding dice.
Hey guys, welcome to It says live now to me. Try refreshing the page.
Yeah, it's running for me.
YouTube? Let me check.
Yeah, I'm still showing waiting for beholding dice.
It's running for me. It's up for me.
That's weird. Why is it not up for me?
I got it.
It's weird. Why is it not pulling up for me? Am I not clicking the right thing?
I don't know, maybe just try refreshing it.
Yeah, try going
I
back to the
did.
main page and then hitting.
Nope. There it is. I think I was on the wrong thing.
There it is.
Officer has one plan, which he made a cryptic thing about last session, and he also has another plan involving werewolves.
Hey, Eric. Alright, we should probably go ahead and say hello. Oh, you are Eric Leaf. That's why you were Leaf.
Yes. Yep.
Alright. Deadly said you should be here. You might be a little bit late. We should probably go ahead and... Yeah.
He's trying to put his kid down, I think, is what he just put up in Discord.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He literally just put it up.
Oh, Coldness fighting sleep. I'm trying to hop on soon.
How many tabs do you have open, Arkin?
Enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Players
7, 8,
Handboard.
9. I'm seeing 9 tags.
I have Restream, the Player's Handbook, Discord Stream Kit for our names popping up on the side, the Monster Harvester's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, Magic Item Cost by Rarity, the Arcana Times Variant Training, and something for House of the Moon for Horde of the Dragon Queen. So I have enough tabs, thank you very much. As many as a Dungeon Master needs.
I have 3 tabs open right now.
I have
Roll20, my email inbox, and then YouTube.
Yeah. In a perfect world, that's what I would bust out Curse of Strahd into its own window, but I'm afraid that would freak out OBS real quick right now. I could do that.
I've got like 15 tabs open. Don't worry, Eric.
Yeah. I'm used to my brother with his like 25 tabs, and so it's not surprising.
Leaf wants me to tell you guys that were-ravens are immune to the effects of silver, but are instead allergic to gold, which is not true. Officer would know that. They're allergic to unobtainium.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody knows they're allergic to unobtainium.
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and start.
Everything's allergic.
Welcome to Beholding Dice. I am Arkin Raptor, your resident DM, aka Nathan. Let's go around the table and introduce our characters, starting with Falco. Let us know about Officer.
Yeah, so Officer's soldier boy, and he's there's a chance he's gonna die, but it's a very low chance, and he's probably gonna kill Isaac today.
Right. Brainor, tell us about Anira.
Anira is a Barty girl
I should
from
show
the
you guys.
Feywilds.
Keep forgetting. 1 second. Here is Officer, drawn by Falco. And here is... Where's Anira? Anira?
Anira Tanlithsel
Tenlacel.
from the Feywild. She is slowly working on winning the favor of Irina.
Right, just
Playing
to
the long
spite,
game.
Just to spite Deadly's character.
Yes.
Alright, Anestra, tell us about Eacherfee. Or Yi.
Yi is a Illithid lore master wizard, level 3. She likes to play with her spells, toss them around, and, you know, seduce the random male or female or other humanoid type character who likes to play with tentacles here and there.
Alright, Sleepy, tell us about Will.
Okay, his name's Wiltimar Windsailor, Will for short. He's a Tempest Cleric, really likes Thor, and he has a background with Dudley's character, who I think is Lone Hunter. But the rest of these new guys are pretty weird and are new.
Yeah, they believe that Anira to be a servant of Loki, or maybe Loki himself.
I think they just think I'm Loki.
Yeah.
And then there's
In
an
disguise.
Illithid, and then there's a dude that never takes off his mask. It's like, it's a weird group that we...
Yeah,
dual
exactly.
Class. We go dual class game.
Do a what game?
You did duel last
dueled
lap.
last
They
game.
did duel
Yes,
last
I
game.
did.
Oh, yeah,
So,
they dueled.
that was fun.
An
So I'm
officer
also,
got destroyed.
His stripes as well for the week.
Alright, and our new character, Leaf, tell us about Morgan.
Morgan is an artificer, specifically a battlesmith. I figured, hey, let's try out some playtesting material.
Awesome, and
She's a tiefling.
Tiefling, and tell us about Archimedes.
Archimedes is her iron defender.
Alright, very cool. I'm excited to have an artificer in the group, because I don't think I've played with an artificer yet. So, recounting from last
Yesterday.
game. Yesterday? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
We do have an artificer in the group.
Kane's an artificer, yeah.
With his samurai.
Yeah,
That's
Robot.
right, that's right.
Well, robot samurai.
That's right. We did play with an officer, or sorry, with an artificer yesterday. All right, to recount what happened last session, you guys went to the blacksmith's house and kind of made, bought time at the forge to be able to recover your weapons and also train with Anira. What are their names?
Irina, Ismark, and then
Right.
Will and Officer Spard. Also, Officer made a shield that he nat 20'd on, so I
It's
think
gorgeous.
That's
it's
true.
a gorgeous shield.
Irina Kolyana and her brother, or adopted brother, Ismark Kolyanovich. Or I guess she's the one that's adopted. So, Officer worked on their fighting skills. And then they went to the toy master of the town, Gadolf Blinsky, and found him to be kind of a shell of a man. And weirdly, he has been making toys at the request of a demonic humanoid by the name of Izek.
Strahd.
Strahd, that's his name. Thank you. Izek Strahd. And he's been making toys for Izek Strahd in the likeness of Irina Kolyana, who Strahd believes to be his long-lost sister from childhood.
Who he thinks is me.
Who Anira has been disguising herself as Irina, and Irina's been disguised as just a regular human, just run-of-the-mill Barovian. So
She's my sword arm.
exactly. Now that they have decided that Izek Strahd is a threat, have taken the fight to Izek and developed a plan with Lady Fiona Wachther, I think is her name. Yes, Lady Fiona Wachther, who believed Izek to be a threat, and also that the Burgomaster is weak and should be taken out of power. And so she gave them the guidance and the use of her personal spy to be able to sow a rumor throughout the guard barracks that Irina will be at Lake Zarovich alone tonight, and that Izek should find her there.
I like the pretty water.
That is where the party has last left off. You are now on the streets. You have now said goodbye to Lady Fiona. What would you guys like to do?
Officer will speak up our news and say, one quick question, are the ravens that were sent out from the inn that were like following us, are they still here?
Make a perception check.
All right.
Yes, you
17.
do. You do see two ravens on top of the house across the street from you that seem to be watching you, and you're not quite sure. You make an animal nature check to see if they're the same ravens, or if they're two different ravens, or something. But you do see two ravens across the street. They seem to be the same ravens.
Okay. Officer will then say to the party, it's like, I have a lead of something I want to follow up on, but I do want to bring up something briefly. When we had our fortune told by the Vistani, she said that there was a sword, a vengeance, a sword of sunlight, and that it was it was at a nest of ravens. And I'm not a big believer in coincidences that there's someone who said for ravens to follow us, and that they're also here with somewhere. They're also here with a nest of ravens that holds a sword. So I think one of us should talk to the owner of that inn and talk to her about it.
That sounds like a good idea.
We have some time to kill before we have Izek to kill. So
Yeah.
If we're fighting Izek, I should probably recover some spell slots. So is that going to be in about 8 hours that we're going to fight?
It's about, let's say it's about 2:00. Lady Fiona also said that it will be easier for you to get out of the city during the daytime because they close up the walls at night to keep away Strahd's spies and the enemies of the people.
Cool.
So we'll want to get at him pretty soon.
Gotcha.
But we do have a little bit of time to kill.
So what would you guys like to do?
Officer will say heading back to the tavern for a little bit because he has his own lead to follow up on, and somebody should also go talk to the barkeep about this holy sword of vengeance of sunlight and all that.
I can go talk to the barkeep. I don't have extremely high charisma, but I'll.
Yes,
I can go talk to him.
Zephyros is here. Tarnier, tell us a little bit about Zephyros.
Zephyros is a 5-year-old druid boy who can't speak common and wears a deer skull.
That is nicely adorned with colored string, thanks to Anira, and they have a very close relationship with each other.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys are heading back to the Blue Water Inn?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So you guys are making your way.
And you said it was a sort of what was it called?
A weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. That's what Madame Ava said at the very least.
Okay.
And while I'm not too much of a believer in that, she said she was saying things that no one knows but me, at least about me. I don't know about the rest of you.
Well, do you want to give me any more information that you might know about it? If I'm going to be going and talking to the person at the tavern about it before I go wander off.
Ask her about her ravens. Ask her how long they've been. We don't have too much information, unfortunately. Madame Ava gave us very cryptic messages.
Okay, that was pretty much it.
All right. Sorry about the blurriness, everybody. All right, let's come back. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
I just like watched everything move and twist, and I was in one room and then I was somewhere else.
No, you guys are at the Raven, so is... Where are you, Zephyros? You are here as well. And who else is
Yoink.
also Morgan? Oh, I don't have a token for you. Dang, I forgot to make a token, but a square will be fine. Morgan, you find... No, Forge is not here.
I was saying, I wanted to see if he was messed up like he was on the other one where he was like twice as tall.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, he's all scrunched down.
Brennor made a secondary character with a Warforge, which he's very excited to make or play with. Morgan, I'm going to have you at the tavern, if that's okay with you. Is that alright with you, Leaf?
Hmm.
Oh, you have no vision. That's right.
Yeah, I put a token for Morgan in artwork about a week ago.
I forgot about that, sorry. I do have a token for Archimedes.
Sure.
Alright, Eve, we'll see now.
Ooh. Oh my.
Yeah, I can see. Thank you.
Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. Not the second one, anyways.
AC. Speed. Fun part of being a DM, making tokens. And HP. Save changes. Morgan. Edit. Use that token. Okay. You now have a token that is square, but yeah. You know, do you have dark vision as a tiefling?
Yes, 60 feet.
Ah, damn it. Damn about that. You guys can go ahead with whatever you're doing.
I imagine as we walk into the tavern, we see this demon woman.
Yes, you do. You see a tiefling sitting down at one of the tables, along with a clockwork large dog at her heel.
Ma'am, as
I'm gonna
officer
pat
walks
the.
by.
I'm gonna. Oh, you beat me to it. So I'm gonna walk by and pat the dog on the head as I walk by.
Its hull is quite cold. If you're wearing any rings, I'd imagine they'd go ding, ding, ding.
Don't think I have any rings.
I'm gonna trill my tentacles near her and ask her if she might enjoy a drink with me.
Sure. Maybe just a sip.
Also,
Certainly.
by the way, officer, as you guys came to the Blue Water Inn, the ravens that were following you perched up along with 3 or 4 different other ravens on the signpost for the Blue Water Inn.
Officer will kind of mumble under his breath to the party, like, if this isn't a nest of ravens, I've never seen one in my life.
And as you come in, Rictavio turns around in his bar stool and looks at you and says, "Ah, my sweet officer!
Oh, Rictavio?
Will you have a drink with me?"
I don't drink.
Oh, what is the point of living if there is no drinking? I promise. I promise the Red Dragon Crush is very good.
I'll have to turn it down this time. I do have a question for you, though, Rictavio.
Yes, what is it?
Officer's gonna pull out 3 silver coins and be like, "Do you have any use to these Do you have any use for these other than money?"
Silver coins? Other than
Yeah.
money? No. Not that I can think of.
Could I insight that?
Absolutely.
14.
He's hiding something. It's not a big lie. And sorry, you might hear
Officer-
a lawnmower in the background if you're watching this. It's just going by my window.
Officer will like get a little closer and kind of whisper to him a bit. It's like, "I saw the creature in your cart. I think you may have another use for these."
Creature, I don't know what you're talking about. And he stiffens up and sits up straight.
You don't have to be scared. I'm looking to hire your services if you're willing to sell them.
Giggity.
My services.
Go.
And what services would those be?
What was the label on the cart again? Like the little hidden label that people saw?
Yes, let me check. I bring you from shadow into light. An inscription on the wagon's door frame.
I see. Okay. Officer will just say, you have dealings with creatures from shadow, bringing them into light and all that. I was wondering if you'd be willing to do some work on our weapons, make them more able to deal with creatures of shadow. It seems it's something we'll have to deal with quite often in these areas.
Well, he looks around very nervously and says, "That," and kind of leans in and whispers, "That I may be able to help you with."
Okay. How much would it cost to have a weapon done by you?
It depends on the weapon, but it would usually cost about 20 silver coins,
So,
and they must be silver.
I understand. I'll speak to my companions about it. Don't worry about them. They're about as fond of creatures of the shadow as you are.
I see. And goes back to his drink, not barely acknowledging you. He goes, "Lady Mardikov, another of your grape smash number 3, please." And you see the woman behind the bar pour another tankard of wine I said in front of Victavio, and is, "Ah, thank you, my lady." And we have Deadly. Deadly, are you in the chat?
Yes. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can. Tell us about Lone Hunter.
All right. So, I'm Lone Hunter. I don't tell the whole name because I can't fully.
It's okay. I can't either.
Yeah.
Ogo Lakanu. Ogo Lakanu. Vinak Ogo Lakanu.
Last. I can get the first name. I just can't get the last. But he is a Goliath. I know he's a sorcerer.
Dragon Sorcerer Fighter.
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
Dragon Sorcerer
He
and
knows
Fighter.
more about my character.
Yeah, no problem.
So, yeah. Also a pirate.
Yes. And you both came to this land with Will.
Yep.
Where is
I came to the land with Will, and I really don't trust people who seem like Loki. Just say it.
Okay, so officer, what is... Well, Yi and Morgan, what are you guys doing? That's more important right now.
We're discussing getting wine. I'm going to step away briefly as soon as she replies here. I want to make sure that she enjoys blood red. White should suffice. I'm going to step to the barkeep and ask for 2 glasses of his best white wine.
It is a woman, and she says that we only have Grape Smash number 3 and Red Dragon Crush. Both red.
Let's go with the Grape Smash number 3.
Okay, and that will set you back 3 copper pieces per glass. Or a pint, I should say.
I shall return them over to your name. It was Morrigan. Unfortunately, they only have red, but I did bring a Grape Smash number 3, my dear. I hope that will suffice for the start of the evening.
Yeah, only if it's chilled.
I'm hoping she chilled those.
She absolutely did not.
Ah,
Do you not have prestidigitation?
give me but a moment, my dear. She'll throttle that up and have these chilled. Does she have a way of chilling them? Actually, no. Wait. Hold on a second. No.
I was
I'm
gonna ask.
going to use. Hold on. I am going to use Shocking Grasp, and I'm going to use it with my hands, and I'm going to use it into Ice Grasp instead. And I'm going to chill both of the glasses of wine with Shocking Grasp, but I'm going to turn it into ice instead.
Can you do that? Is that a thing you can do?
Yes, I'm a lore master. I can turn it into ice. So I can turn it into, instead of making it electrified, I would make it ice instead of shock.
All right. Yeah. You out of your hands, frost starts to rime starts to form around your fingertips, and the pint of wine now wisps with cold air above it.
And I'm going to hand her a chilled glass of grape number 3. Chilled.
Ooh, cold. That's
Chilled,
on the table.
just the way the lady likes it.
It's quite a use of talent.
Thank you, my dear. So how is your early afternoon going?
Just working on my companion.
He seems to be quite the interesting companion, I saw.
Well, he keeps me safe.
I'm sorry?
Said, well, he keeps me safe.
That is always a good thing for a companion to do. I'm going to bring out my spidery little companion and let him crawl out and be seen. Not on top of her. This is Fang. He is my fun little companion. Not quite as impressive as yours, but he definitely gets the job done.
Oh, a spider.
Yeah, Zephyros
So what
does
brings
not find any signs of Anira. He only sees two strange women that he's never seen before, along with a man that I don't believe he's ever seen before. Dear Panic.
Dear Panic, that's hilarious.
There's three men he's never seen before.
So what brings you into town?
What would have brought you into town, Morgan, was probably the invitation of a Vistani man to help quell the resurgence of werewolves in the forest of the old Spalik woods. And
Sure, we can use that. I was going to go along with the lines of Morgan's from elsewhere and was brought here by some kind of strange mist, and she can't seem to leave.
right, you entered a mist, and yeah, you also can't seem to leave. Sorry to
Quite by accident.
trample on your backstory.
Oh, no, you're fine. And then after that, the whole deal with the Vistani and... Yeah.
Oh. Well, my travel companions and I are traveling at the moment. Would you be interested in joining up with us and seeing where travels might take us, or are you looking to seek out on your own?
Well, do your travels take you away from here?
They might here shortly. At the moment, we're kind of searching around. We're dealing with a few different things at the moment. The officer, our one gentleman, is looking into a couple of things at the moment that might keep us in town for a few days. But from there, we're kind of up in the air at the moment.
I see.
Is there something specific that you may be looking?
A way out, I assume.
Well, I mean, that is definitely eventually going to be where we're at, but from what we've heard, that's a little bit difficult. So for the moment, we're looking at figuring out where we are and how to escape and remove ourselves from this area. But who is this person?
Little boy comes out from the kitchen area, runs around, and what seems to be his brother joins him. They both sit down on the table and they say, "Hey, you two look weird."
Well, you two look weird too.
No, we look human. You guys don't look human.
You do look very weird. Where are your horns? Where are your wings?
Where's your tentacles?
We were not born with tentacles. Hi, I'm Bray. And I'm Braum.
And I'm Yi.
I'm Morrigan.
So why are you here, weird-looking people?
We're brought here for entertainment. Why are you here?
Oh, our parents own this place.
Oh, nice.
That's my mother right there. And he points at the woman tending bar, and Danica Mardukov says, "Go, shoo, do not bother the patrons." I was, aww.
Morrigan gives the lady a wave.
I'll wave at her with one of my tentacles. adorable children. And then I'll pat him slightly on the head with one of my other tentacles.
He goes, oh, that feels weird.
Do you like dogs?
Bram walks away, but Bray comes back and says, oh, I do like dogs.
Do you like big cats?
Yeah.
Well, she reaches over and closes a panel that she'd been working on Archimedes. And he suddenly stands up. His eyes glow with a faint blue light. Archimedes, why don't you have some fun with the kids? The great cat kind of gets up and does that whole feline stretch thing.
Whoa! I've never seen one of those before. Did
It's
Mr.
made of
Blinsky made it?
What?
Mr. Blinsky, the toy maker, did he make it?
No, I made that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He does tricks. Archimedes, sit. He sits. Play dead. Bang!
Whoa, very cool. Can I play with him?
Sure.
Awesome.
Children. Such adorable creatures.
Come, boy.
Cat kind of looks towards Morrigan, nods, and then Archimedes will approach.
You see the two boys playing with Archimedes and trying to get him to roll over and do different tricks and stuff, trying to scratch behind metal ears and things like that.
Sure. It feels like cold steel.
Yeah. But they treat him as if he were a large cat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Children. Such entertaining creatures.
Meanwhile, they've been having this whole conversation. Officer would have called over the bartender.
Yes, what can I get you?
I have a bit of an odd request.
Well, we have Grape Smash number 3 and Red Dragon Crush. We also offer a beet stew and wolf steak dinner.
Well, I'm looking for something different. I saw that you have some ravens outside.
She kind of goes silent for a second and says, yes, pesky little pests, aren't they?
I'm sure. I do have a question for you. What's your opinion on Strahd von Zarovich?
She spits at the ground and says, does that answer your question?
It does. What if I was to tell you that we're looking to get rid of him once and for all?
How would you go about doing such a thing?
Well, I have some plans. Things are in motion, and there are some things in this land that may assist us. We have one such item in our possession at the moment, and I believe you may have another. We were told by a fortune teller that there was an ancient weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight, and that it was held in a flock of ravens. I don't suppose you know anything about that, do you?
She says, hold on one moment. And she goes into the kitchen. You hear some conversation inside, and a man steps out, looks you up and down with a greased beard and graying at the edges, and very tall, commanding looking man, and looks to you and says, "What did you say you wanted?"
I was told there's a weapon of ancient vengeance, a sword of sunlight, found in a flock of ravens.
Well, if you do intend to murder Strahd once and for all, maybe you can do a little favor for me before we hand over what we may or may not have.
See.
We haven't beginning our shipment from the Wizard of Wine's winery. I need somebody to look into it for me. You be willing to do that? Maybe we can see what you've been looking for, see if we have it.
We'll take a look. I can't promise we'll be able to solve your issue, but we can at least look into it, and then we can have another conversation later.
Come back in one piece, and maybe we will. And he goes back to the kitchen.
Yeah, officer will then pull up a chair next to these two, and then sit with them.
All right, and all this time, if you haven't been watching the chat, Anira has been using dancing lights of animals to convince Zephyros that she is, in fact, Anira in Irina's face, pretty much. And what else has all been happening?
I also introduced Zephyros to Irina and Ismark and explained that he is unable to speak common. So basically, communication has to go through me, or I think anybody else that can speak. Was it Elvish or Sylvan?
I don't know, Sylvan.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought as a druid you knew Sylvan.
That's one of the druids, but it's not the circle that I took.
Okay.
Okay.
I know Elvish and Primordial.
Okay. So it would have been an Elvish then.
Irina and Ismark look very strangely at the deer-headed boy and look to you and says,
Who was sitting on the table?
"Yes."
Playing with the imaginary animals.
Ismark kind of leans down to you, even though Zephyros is not able to understand and says in common, "You sure he can be trusted?"
Absolutely. I have traveled with him for a long time.
Okay. And Will and Lone Hunter have been talking about whether or not they have mead or anything else.
Common, deep, and draconic.
As officer sits down, he'll just look to you, and it's like, I see you've been getting friendly.
Oh, well, you know me, of course. This is Officer. Officer, this is Morgan. Morgan, I did say that correct, my dear? Correct?
Yes. Officer... Huh?
He is one
Just
of the
officer.
companions I'm speaking about.
That's your name.
Yes.
Were your parents in the military?
I guess you could say that. I didn't have parents. I grew up in the military, and I was never given a name, so when I took the rank of officer, I had that be my name. It's what everyone addressed me as anyways. So it might as well be my name.
You need a proper name. Not a title, but a proper name.
We can call him Fuzzy
shrugs.
Bear.
Officer shrugs and like, people have tried to give me ones, but they never stuck.
I'll call you
Office.
Smith.
All right.
Fuzzy Bear.
You call me as you please. And he'll like put out his hand to shake.
Oh, she'll shake as well, I suppose. She does have a bit of machine oil on her hands. It might transfer.
He doesn't care.
Mhm.
Officer's hands are probably covered in some measure of oil from
God.
making the shield.
God only knows.
That's fine.
Yeah, you probably still have metal shavings from this morning, and probably a splinter or
Yeah.
two.
So it's good to meet you. I'm sure you've been, as I can tell, you've met our friend here. And he'll nod up to Lone Hunter and Wilmer. They're traveling with us as well.
Oh,
And so are those four down there.
which for?
Those four. I'll point down that way.
Oh, okay. Well, and she'll point up north towards Archimedes and say, the big cat's mine. It's just the two of us.
You're a metal worker then.
I'd like to think I invent and improve things.
Good to know. Yeah, I imagine with how our friend here operates with people, she's been trying to convince you to do something, and I imagine one of the things was travel with us.
She was rather persistent.
I've been nice so far.
You were, and quite charming. It's okay. She mentioned something about, well, trying to get out of here as well.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard what keeps people in here.
Well, if it's a way out, I suppose I could be persuaded to come along.
I'll make you aware that it's very dangerous, and there's a possibility some of us will die trying to get out.
Well, as long as it isn't me, I don't mind. The dying part, I mean.
I see. The thing that keeps people in here is a man known as Strahd von Zarovich. He's the ruler here. And he keeps the mist around the area that keeps people trapped in. Our plan is to eliminate him.
And the only way out is to eliminate?
As far as we're aware, it seems the Vistani have some way in and out, but I'm not aware as to how. So. But it's as far as I'm aware, he's the one who created the mist, so killing him will likely remove them. Maybe remove Barovia at all. Maybe remove Barovia itself and send us back. It's better than stagnating and dying in Barovia without ever getting to go home.
Agreed. I miss the warmth already. Well, shall we?
This is true.
At
He's
the
only-
moment,
It's just one man, right? It shouldn't be that hard.
it's not one man. As the ruler of this place, he's powerful on his own, but also he has spies in the form of wolves and other creatures. One that can produce fire in some fashion, others that can rip into doors, and they attack people at night. And they keep an eye out for him.
So, one with the land, then.
Yeah, that's the problem. He also likely has spies in people as well. I imagine if he has spies in animals, he has spies in people. and so it's likely we have to fight more than just him, but him on his own is very powerful. The fact that he's able to keep people trapped in here on a mass scale and bring them in whenever he feels the urge to means he's much stronger than any of us. At the moment we're looking for some objects that may help us defeat him.
I overheard something about a weapon of vengeance.
A sword of sunlight, yes. That was told to us by a fortune teller who is legitimate as far as I'm aware.
At this point, Anira's gonna lean over and say, "I called dibs on it, by the way.
Okay.
It's mine. No one's stealing it.
What's yours?
The sword."
No, you can keep a sword.
Because I found the last magic item and I can't even use it, so...
I shall use it well for you.
I need nothing of the sword.
Yeah, I don't need a...
Use swords.
sword.
I like to entertain with my spells, as you've seen.
hammer
I
smash.
do. I do well with my own sword. I don't need others.
See, I come from a very sunny place. It would be awesome to have a sword of sunlight to match my sunny disposition.
Right, that's what we call it.
I'm not one for close engagements.
Let's see. Well, on top of that being our immediate goal, we do have one other plan that I think you should be aware of. If you want to travel with us, we plan to kill a man today.
Okay, well, hey, if it gets us out of here faster, let's do it.
All right. As long as you're on board. We'll be taking him out just before it starts to get very dark, so we can get in and out easier. Also, he can hurl fire, so keep an eye out for that.
I'm quite used to extreme temperatures.
Let's see. Well, he'll kind of call out to, like, all of us. He'll speak a bit louder to everyone. It's like, we've got a few hours to kill. A lot of you do as you please. I'll rest here for a bit.
Okay.
Lone Hunter killing somebody?
Out of character, it's the dude that...
Debbie wasn't here for any of that.
Oh,
he
that's
wasn't.
right. Okay, Lone Hunter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Deadly. There is a man in Vallaki that believes Irina to be his long-lost sister from childhood. And he tried to kidnap Anira, who was disguised as Irina, but they were able to cast Hold Person on him, and Anira was able to face step out of his grasp. And eventually, later that night, he came to the inn where they were staying and tried to break down the door to Irina and Anira's bedroom. And so...
He was trying to rape me.
Maybe. We'll see.
That word.
But, yeah, so now the party has decided, and he is also pretty much the head henchman of the current burgomaster of Vallaki. And he has the guards under his thumb.
Also, one thing that happened last session. Oh, we're luring him out to a lake to kill him just before it gets seriously dark, so we can head back in. And one thing that happened last session is Will and Officer had a duel, and Will won.
Yeah, he had me in the first half, but everyone kind of helped me beat him, to be honest.
Yeah, everyone was on Will's side and no one on officers. Well, Ismark was on officers.
But
I don't know what you're
we're
talking
done.
about. Nothing of the sort happened.
I'm sure.
Zephyros turns into a cat in front of Irina and Ismark, and they all kind of step back in their chairs and look wild-eyed at Anira. And Ismark says, "What is this magic?"
Oh, he's a druid. He does this sometimes.
A druid?
Yes, he is one with nature and is able to take the forms of some animals.
Oh, your party gets stranger by the day.
Oh, it gets much stranger. Prepare for your mind to be blown.
Kinky.
Okay, so what are you guys doing now?
Officers, what time is it about now?
It's probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
We should probably head out to meet Izak, to like prepare an ambush. So when Izak gets there, we're ready.
That sounds like a good idea. I think we should get out there, find a good spot. I can probably rest for a bit just to recharge, and then that way I'm topped off and ready to go.
Yeah, we should try not to leave footprints once we go into the woods, or we should try and cover our tracks.
Works.
I can do that. I'm good at that.
Morrigan points a clawed thumb towards her wings. These aren't just for show.
Yeah, are you gonna carry all of us?
If you had a way to make yourself smaller, maybe.
Throw everybody in the
I'm
bag.
gonna turn to 100 and say we must wait for an advantageous opportunity.
Okay, so you guys are heading out to Lake Valaki now? Where are you guys going?
To the lake.
To the lake.
Yeah, we want to find a spot where it won't be. I think the best option would be to find a spot where we're not easily noticed, so we can spring out on Izak when he shows up.
I think we should find a secluded beach so that I could be like on the water's edge.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys head north towards Lake Valaki, where Lady Fiona told you it would be.
So, if this person is expecting any sort of foul play or assassination, there's a good chance he might not be alone.
He's very feverish in his desire to find this woman.
Mm-hmm.
He may bring people, but the most people he has under his thumb, as far as I'm aware, is guards, and I could deal with guards if no one else can.
Yeah, we just don't want to deal with the whole we just don't want to kill every guard in the city.
Yeah.
I doubt he'd bring that many.
Exactly. So that's why we're taking him, doing it outside of town.
Yeah.
So even if he brings a few people, it should be okay.
And
Are the ravens still following us as we go out of town?
Make a perception check.
And what is keeping this man from sending more than just guards?
Yeah, you both notice one raven has left the Blue Water Inn and is circling
he really
high
wants
above
his-
Blue.
He doesn't want to hurt. We're luring him out on basis of him wanting to find
while we know he's powerful, I don't think he has command over more than just guards, because he's kind of a lackey to somebody else.
Yes.
Then what? Wait, why bother with the lackey? Go for
Because he is a threat. because he is a threat, and he's not doing this because of his master's command. He's doing this on his own volition.
Yeah, the lackey's the threat, not the master. Although this might get the master to come try to find us, but you know.
We plan to take out the master as well.
Yep.
This
We just
place
gotta take
needs
out
new
the lackey
government.
so that because the master has authority, but he doesn't have the strength.
Yes.
He's more of a normal human. Where this guy's got a demon arm.
As far as we're aware, he's extremely strong and can hurl fire. So, and he has a
demon?
fever. Yes,
Demon arm, just his arm.
it's gigantic in his claws.
That's cute.
It
See
is.
The edges of her lips are definitely curled up in a grin.
Alright, you guys make it to the north gate of Vallaki, and you are met with 2 guards and an open gate. And they say, "Halt! What is your
I got my
business
hood up,
at
by
the
the way.
lake? Put your hood
These
up. Put your hood up."
Officer will say like, the lady wants to take a stroll around the area and see the lake.
Fine, but be careful. Strahd spies are everywhere.
We can handle ourselves. She has her protection. He kind of hefts his sword in its scabbard, and like looks at Will and Lone Hunter, and also Irina and Ismark.
Fine, but be careful. And they let you through. 2.
Woo!
Victory.
Lake Zarovich.
Alright, on the way to the lake, I would like to call dibs on the demon arm.
Don't think you can take the demon arm.
I mean, if
Sure.
you cut it off of him,
I don't know if it would
Cut it off of him and
work for you.
I just want it as a trophy.
You
What?
can have it as a trophy.
What
That's what
would
I
you
want.
do with the arm of a demon?
I don't know. That's cool.
I'm sure he could come up with something.
You could
to do
beat
with that.
Strahd over the head with it.
In all reality, like he could strap it to himself and try to start practicing using it. It's like, there's things.
There's things I can.
And see, from the stories we've been told, it wasn't like this guy found a demon arm and attached it to himself. He woke up one morning and had a demon arm that was missing. He was missing his arm before,
Right.
and he woke up and the arm was just there.
So maybe if he cut his arm off and attached to it,
yeah, you should try that.
to it,
You should try that. I'm gonna be like trying to persuade Lone Hunter that after we beat this guy, he should cut his own arm off and try to attach the demon arm.
yeah, might work.
Persuasion. Booyah. Beat that.
I guess make an insight check.
Yeah, it'd probably be an insight.
Lone Hunter?
Well, you're gonna be cutting your arm off and attempting to.
I mean,
That demon arm
it-
wraps itself magically.
it's gonna go one of 2 ways. Either he's gonna cut his arm off and get a demon arm, and then we have a really powerful companion, or he's gonna just cut his arm off, and it's gonna be the funniest thing ever.
And he's gonna be one less armed, and then that's gonna be like minus something.
Don't cut your arm off. And stop trying to convince him to cut his arm off.
Okay, so you make your way to the lake. And at the foot of a mountain nestled in the misty forest is a large lake. The water is perfectly still and dark, reflecting the black clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. Pulled up along the south shore are 3 small rowboats. A 4th boat can be seen in the middle of the lake with a lone figure sitting in it, fishing pole in hand.
Hey,
You.
hey, can I go fishing with you?
He is about how far away is he?
It's right there.
He's about 400 feet from the shore. So you'd really have to... Yeah.
I don't think he'll be a problem.
So, would you like to yell out to him?
Nah.
If he stays out that far, he won't be able to see anything of any use.
I think we should prepare, like, over here.
What's that guy?
Where?
Over on the far bank. In between these two inlets.
Okay.
And we should take 2 of the boats so that he has only potentially one boat left.
Okay.
And that way he can't bring a lot of guards.
A problem with that is that the spy sent by Lady Fiona believed that the plan was going to happen just outside of Valaki, here at the edge of the lake. So that is where Izek is going.
Okay.
So,
I would
we
do
should
set off 2 of the boats, so there's only 1 boat left. Or set off 1 boat, so there's only 2 boats there.
Well, if we're just staying over here, then probably no reason to do anything with the boats.
People
Yeah,
here.
they're not our boats, so we probably shouldn't.
Everybody make
We
a
should,
perception check real quick.
Oh no. 21.
19.
Nice.
Can I use my
Natural
inspiration
20.
for this one?
Officer Anira Morgan. And I'll say Will, it's not too hard to spot. Notice that the man in the rowboat in the middle of the lake picks up a burlap sack that's writhing in his arms and throws it across over the boat and then begins to fish again. What would you guys like to do?
What?
Begins to fish once more.
Wiggling into the water and then starts to row away. Is that what you said?
A burlap sack, yes.
Correct.
Officer will say off to Will Hunter. You two know how to use a boat. Do you want to go check that? See if this man maybe tried to dispose of a person.
I'm using Alter Self,
Sure.
and I'm using Aquatic Adaptation, so I can gain swimming speed equal to my walking speed. And,
Okay.
so I can adapt myself to aquatic environment, gills, and rowing between my fingers, so I can breathe underwater and gain a swim speed equal to my walking speed.
Awesome.
So I'm going to dive down and attempt to. Let me make sure I get it.
And try to grab the sack.
Yes, and try to
Okay.
attempt to grab that back and bring it up to the surface so whatever's in it doesn't die.
Okay. Yeah, usually it would be an athletics check, but you have changed your appearance to aquatic, and so you don't have to make an athletics check. You make it just as the burlap sack hits the bottom of the lake.
Anestra,
Yes.
it would be smarter to, after you get a hold of the sack,
I mean, open it up. I'm going to open it up and see what's inside, and then.
Alter Self. Oh, you can't put it on another person. Never mind.
No, I can only put it on myself.
You
But I could put it on the other person,
have a
I
time
would-
limit, guys.
Yeah.
You have a time limit.
Yeah, just let him open the sack and get him out. Whatever's in there.
So,
Bring it back.
grabbing the sack, opening it up, grabbing the person, and out. So, I'm
All right.
assuming I can use my knife and slice the bag open.
All right, you swim out to the sack, slice it open, and you see a tied-up little girl with a gag over her mouth, trying to breathe through the gag and bubbles floating out of her nose. All right, you pull her up to the surface, and the man that in the fishing boat makes no notice of you and continues fishing, almost as if he's in a daze.
Okay, then I'm gonna pull.
And-
I'm gonna pull her away, so that way kind of away from her, this direction.
Yeah.
That
and
way,
as you break the
Come on.
surface, by the way, the girl breathes in very deeply with her nose and tries to cough through the gag, but can't quite get it all out.
I'm gonna pull the gag like up so she can take a breath, but I'm gonna whisper and try to keep her as quiet as I can. And I'm not gonna pull the gag fully off of her mouth, but I'm gonna hold it up with one hand and kind of backpedal with my feet, so that way, and kind of like hold her on my chest, so that way she can breathe. But I don't want her like making a lot of noise. I'm assuming she's smaller than I am.
She is. She is a small girl.
Okay, so I should be able to do that. I've held a 10-year-old on my chest and backpedaled with them before, so I'm sure I should be able to do that.
All right, so you backpedal out this way,
Yes.
and then
And I'm gonna probably end over like right about here is what I want to do.
okay.
And then I'll take the mask off. I'll slit through the ropes and untie her, and I want to ask her name and what happened.
She immediately hugs you, and then pulls away, and kind of gasps in fear as she sees the tentacles and your gills and webbed hands and feet. And she goes, My name is Arabelle.
Your name, you broke up there really bad. I'm sorry. what?
Sorry, my name is Arabelle.
Hi, Arabelle. My name is G. Don't mind the tentacles. I promise I'm not going to hurt you.
Okay, thank you for saving me.
You're welcome. Now, tell me what happened. How did you get out here?
The man, Bluto, Krogorov, he took me. I am Vistani, and he believed Vistani to be lucky, and he stole me in the middle of the night and took me so that he may catch fish. He wanted to sacrifice me to the lake. He is a madman.
I'd be scared if he wasn't.
Yes. Where is your family at, my dear?
We in a camp just south of Balaki.
Okay. Well, let's get back to my group and let's regroup with them, and we'll talk more with them. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm gonna walk with her and get back to the group.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and delete her token and just assume that you guys are all together. So Yi walks back with a frightened Vistani young girl named Arabelle.
Didn't expect there to be children dying in this lake. But I guess I don't expect the crazy, and Barovia is all made of crazy.
All right. By the way, Yi, you get a point of inspiration for using Alter Self to create an aquatic form.
I get what?
A point of inspiration.
Oh, I had one, but okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Hey, Arkin.
Yes.
What's her response to Zephyros rubbing against her?
She kind of giggles and kind of shifts her eyes back and forth and kind of pats you on the deer head. You are a
Cat
funny
right now.
one. Oh, he's a
It's
cat
a
right
cat.
now. Oh, he's still a cat.
Yeah.
And then she picks you up and holds you close, tightly, and pets you along your spine down the tail as if you were a real cat.
He is a real cat.
And I guess he is a real cat. Yes. Yes. Thank
So
you.
what do we
Thank
do
you
with
all.
the girl? Officer, we'll just hello. Glad to see you're not dying anymore.
Yeah.
I am glad too.
I would hope so. And I've still just kind of looked at everyone else, and I know this is a bit cold-hearted, but we don't really have time to take this girl back to wherever she's from.
I agree. Let's ask her if she knows her way. Oh, we can't send her.
We can't really send her by herself, though.
Yeah, we should just like.
Oh, wait. Go.
Maybe we should have her play with you.
Yes. I think at the very least, the bartender's husband looked very, very competent. I mean, you may be able to ask him if he could take her to her family.
And I mean, we've got to hide the body. So after we put over the street, so we shall know a good place.
I think we have about an hour until Isaac will show up. Oh.
Okay, so you guys are heading back into Vallaki?
Why don't...
I'm gonna stay out.
Yeah, the lot of us can prepare, and they'll kind of look to you and like, you can take her back to the inn and speak to the people there, see if they can do anything to help her, or at least keep her safe until we can walk her back. And the rest of us can prepare out here.
Mm-hmm.
And Vallaki is fully safe for the Vistani, though, right?
That you do not know.
Those taverns.
We could ask Irina if she knows if it's safe for her to return there.
You good? Would you like to?
Yep. Irina and Ismark will ask them if it'd be wise to send the child back there.
Ismark says, it's been years since I visited Vallaki, but I believe the Burgermaster is not fond of Vistani. They believe them to be all spies of Strahd, as do I to some degree. So I do not believe she will be welcomed in Vallaki.
Officer will like bend down and look at the girl and it's like, do you think you can be quiet and hide in some trees for a little bit? It won't be long, an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Just stay a bit away. Just stay a bit away and don't look at what we're doing.
You want me to go into the woods?
Not far. Just a bit away, so you don't see what we're doing. I don't think you'd be very calm.
Sorry, what was that, Deadly?
Just flip a boat over and hide her.
That's a good point. Do you think you can be under a boat for a bit, little girl?
And just stay there until we come find you and come get you?
She nods vigorously.
Okay. And officer will kind of pick out, find a spot like near the edge of the woods that's kind of inconspicuous and pull a boat over there to flip over.
Okay, make a survival check to find some place inconspicuous.
Clap 20.
20, nice. Yeah, you find a place in with some thorns and brambles where a wooden boat could easily blend in along with like roughage and stuff and still keep her safe.
Officer will say to her, and before doing anything else, we'll just say, "We'll come get you in about an hour, and then we'll see if we can show you back to where your family is."
As you do that, you hear the rush of water and the rowing of paddles as the man from the middle of the lake rows his boat back to the docks, takes his fishing pole, and just starts walking towards Vallaki.
Archimedes, guard. And he's going to climb up under the boat with her, keep her safe. and company.
He doesn't even spare a glance at any of you and just continues walking into Valaki past you unless you want to stop him.
Officer will just say, and we'll have and I'll have some words with you later, sir.
He does not respond.
Yeah.
He's either under a spell, deaf, or completely sauced.
Or just doesn't speak common.
I think he would have responded to at least a noise if he had talked to him. Even if he didn't speak the language.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what do you guys like to do now? It's about an hour until twilight.
I wanna hide the girl under the boat, and then I wanna look around for an area that will be off of the main path, so we can have off of the main path, so we couldn't be easily seen, but also close enough that we can see the road ourselves.
I'm assuming somewhere like right here. I'm just going to take you to the random battle map.
I think there is a map for the...
Oh, yeah, this is from the... You guys can move yourselves around, but this is from the duel.
Oh, sorry, I'm moving Will. Yeah.
No.
I have no vision again.
Oh, yeah, because you're not here.
You're not on the map. There you go.
1 second. Morgan.
You want to just...
Archimedes.
You want to just give me a proper token, or?
That will take a while, and that'll show up on the stream, and it'll just take like an extra 5 minutes, but it'll be 5 minutes of dead time.
That's fine.
Yeah, sorry.
We could talk about a battle plan while he's doing that.
You can if you would like to.
Yeah.
What do you guys think the plan should actually be? How long are we planning to be out here? How long do you think it'll be before he gets here?
Since we said about dusk, I think 5 o'clock is about dusk, so he'll probably be here in about an hour. Since it's like 4 now.
So, classic ambush plan, I'd imagine. We can hang out.
Arkin, can I have vision, please?
Oh, you sure can. 1 second. Sorry, I forgot to add you.
And the one person he's supposed to be meeting stands out here in the open as bait. When the conversation starts, we all rush out, fill in full of holes, carry on about our day.
Shout out to Token Stamp 2.0 that I use for my tokens.
I used to.
He put a token in Discord. It was a circular shape.
Yes, it is circular shape, but I also like having blue around friendly tokens.
Officer will kind of Officer will ask Ismark and Irina if they want to fight as well, if they don't mind joining in the fight, or if they'd like to stay off.
Irina and Ismark says no. We would definitely like to fight.
Okay. Then, if it would probably be me, you two, and Lone Hunter in the front, us rushing forward. And shush you.
You're not part of this.
Donnie! Ah.
There's gonna be a big Morgan for a second.
God dang. She's huge. I think she should be that big.
Oh, wow. You gave her a border.
Less on myself and two
Yeah, I like to have blue borders for friendly creatures.
Oh, I left the border off intentionally. Oh, well.
Oh, sorry. That's just how I do it. So you kind of fit in with everybody else.
I don't want to fit in. I'm a special snowflake.
Right.
Half of us are blue, half of us are silver.
Yeah, Falco made the other ones.
Sorry, but...
No worries.
Yeah, so... Officer will just be like, so us four should be the front line. Will, I don't know how you feel. If you want to be in the front as well.
Yeah, I kind of want to because I like getting hit a little bit because then I can shock him back with my Wrath of the Storm. So getting hit gives me. So I like being in the front lines.
All right, you should be able to move the new character token, Morgan.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
No problem.
If you want to be in front, then you can move with the four of us. He'll kind of turn to Morgan. It's like, I don't know your specialty.
Ranged. And
Alright.
she pats the cylindrical object upon her.
Okay.
Medium to long range.
Probably middle line, back with Yeecher. Back with Yi. I can't speak to the... Anira, can you translate?
Yeah, I'll translate any directions.
Zephyros should stand back with Morgan. So he's out of the main fighting, but able to provide support fire.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I will
Alright.
relay.
And you will be the bait, of course, if you're okay with that.
Yep.
Bait,
I would like to, while we're waiting, when I'm suspecting he's going to be here within the next couple minutes, start playing the pan flute. And when I get any sign of him and any potential guards, use my enthralling performance.
Shout out to Quick Encounters Woods Wagons. I can't remember who the actual person in the marketplace, Roll20 marketplace is, but that is a great purchase for like $5. Gives you good maps and stuff like that.
Nice.
Even though it doesn't have Water's Edge like I would like, this is mostly woods, so...
I thought there was a map for the lake.
Yeah, but this one didn't have it. This one I mostly got for the Horde of the Dragon Queen for you guys to be fighting on your wagon train ride.
More like right.
I'm gonna move Archimedes over here or something. He's hanging out by the boat.
Yeah, let's say the boat is in this corner, like in the deep brambles.
Repeat.
Let's say the boat is in the bottom left corner in the deep brambles.
Alright.
Perfect.
And so we'll be like if everyone get in their positions, and then once we're ready, we'll spring on him once he's distracted talking with her. If he
Yep.
tries to grab her, we spring.
Real quick, just out of character, do we have full rest? Because I don't have spell slots. And I don't know.
Yeah, we've had a lot of full rest since the last time you did anything.
Mhm.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yep,
Where
you're
do you
good.
want?
Sadly, Will hasn't had a full rest.
Wow.
Because
Yeah, I had
you-
like half my spell slots. I used them the other half when I was fighting officer. Worth it.
I unfortunately didn't since I saved the girl, but oh well. But I only used one spell, so.
Okay, so you guys
Alright.
are in position.
Crouch down, like belly down type thing.
Yeah.
Trying not to be seen, but not.
Anira is gonna focus on sad thoughts.
Okay, and you played the pan
Oh.
flute very well. I want everybody to go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage. Because you guys
Yep.
are in...
Oh. 17.
I probably didn't need to actually make one, but
Right.
23.
Okay. That helps me out.
Officer's green cloak helps him with the green environment.
Can I foraged for any kind of food that I could eat? Was I able to find anything?
Absolutely. You're able to find some berries and some herbs and wild-grown carrots near the rocky lake bed.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so it is now twilight, or what you can assume to be twilight. It's always kind of a dark gray in the sky in Barovia. So, you're fine. So it has now become twilight, and you hear loud footsteps stamping through the dirt and the grass, along with two others, and you hear one man say, you recognize him as Izek, say, "Look around, she must be around here."
I'm still playing.
You hear that flute? She is here.
How would he know that it's me? He's never seen Irina play.
But he's assuming.
And as soon as I see him and the other guys, I'm going to start enacting enthralling performance. So when they're within 60 feet of me. Which would be about right there.
Izek pulls up one hand and to stop the guards, and runs forward to Anira, stops about here and says, "Sister, you have come back to where it all began."
I'm continuing playing.
Please, we must be careful. It is night out, and there are dangers at night.
Still playing.
Please, will you put down that fruit? Please, there are creatures about.
Still playing.
Now, please, I must tell you, put down that flute!
Still playing. Has it been a minute yet?
Let's say it's been a minute, just as soon as he rushes forward and tries to... Damn it. Sorry. Rushes forward and swings to try to slap the flute out of your hands. It has just been a minute, so who are you trying to charm? The three of them?
All three of them. All three of them.
Okay. Let me get their actual character sheets out, because that would be important.
Officer also would have been whispering to Will after seeing the two guards and like, "Do you want to take out the guards or should I?"
I've got a plan, but you guys wouldn't know this at the moment.
I can probably take them both out by myself.
Okay. I'll focus on Izak then.
What kind of save is it? Charisma save or wisdom save?
Wisdom. It is a wisdom save. It has to be to 14.
19 for one guard, 7 for the other. So this guard
And the
is
one I'm worried about.
enthralled.
And Izak.
Saves, by the way.
Izak has a -1 to wisdom. He rolls a 1.
Nice.
He is
So
enthralled.
as soon as I see he's enthralled, I'm gonna stop playing, and I'm gonna tell him that he should send the guards back. There's no need for them.
Yes, sister. Like, his hand is still up from about to smacking your flute out of your hand. And he lowers it and turns around to the guards and says, "You may leave now. Go back to Velaki." One guard immediately begins to back away, the one that's enthralled. And the other one says, "Are you sure, sir? You wanted us with you. And he goes, do you question my orders? And, no, sir, no. And both of them leave.
Once they're out of earshot, officer, once they're out of earshot, if nothing else happens, officer's going to call out. Officer's going to shout and move forward.
What's he shouting?
Just like attack.
Attack? Alright, you guys gain a surprise round. And
Everybody roll initiative.
yeah, everybody roll
So we
initiative.
know.
So how things go.
Oh, that was really long.
Ah,
Ooh, Isaac rolled a 20.
Yeah, but it is a surprise round.
It is a surprise round. And just in case, Morgan, make one for Archimedes as well. Or does he acts on your turn? Never mind. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. I get familiars and constructs mixed up.
yeah, it's fine. Hey, Anira, roll off with me. See which one of us goes first. We have this.
It auto gives you the order.
Yeah. Alright, so first one to act is Yi. What would you like to do? And he is enthralled. What exactly is he? He's
Are we trying
stunned?
to
He is enthralled.
Yeah.
He
We're trying to kill.
idolizes me more than he normally does.
I'm gonna look up the enthralled. See if that gives advantage
It's
to
charm.
anything.
It's
Charm.
Yeah, it's basically just charmed.
So, are we trying to kill him, or we are trying to knock him unconscious?
We're trying to kill him.
Kill him.
No, straight up murder.
Okay, well then I'm gonna just move there, and then I'm magic missile his ass. His boutoir. Actually, no, wait, because he's right there next
Alright,
to me. I'm gonna do-
A charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature.
Mm-hmm.
I should have actually made you have a persuasion check with advantage but I didn't realize what charmed actually did. But it doesn't matter now. So,
I think I made it.
yeah, you made it. So Yi, what do
I
you
have
do?
an 8.
I'm going to do Scorching Ray at him. I get 3 attacks on him.
Alright, the 18 hits. Does 6 fire damage?
That sucks.
I'm almost worried he's going to be either immune or resistant to fire damage if he's able to throw fire with his hand.
Well,
He
as
seems
cool
to
as it-
take the damage as well as anybody would, and
Okay.
Okay.
burns even at his demon hand. It burns, and he smacks away the flames. Yi, would you like to do anything else?
That's the end of my turn.
All right, Zephyros, what would you like to do?
I casted Fairy Fire earlier. I still want to do that.
Okay, yeah. It would just be now in turn order. You can cast Fairy Fire. All right, so he has to make a Dexterity saving throw. He rolled an 8. He is not doing well on these throws. So he is now Fairy Fired.
Yeah. Still, like,
Yeah, he is
green
now.
energy, fairy
Yeah,
energy.
green fairy fire is now engulfed and outlined around his body, and everybody now has advantage on attacks against him.
And he cannot benefit from invisibility.
I guess Morgan would have noticed that the magic is channeled between the horns if she wanted to.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's why I very specifically put the strings around the edges and not across the middle.
Ah, cool. All right, officer, it's now your turn. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm gonna move up to him and I'm gonna stab him.
You have advantage.
Yep. All right, there's an 11.
Does not hit.
All right, action surge. 17.
17 does hit. You do 9 piercing damage.
Menacing attack. So he needs to make a wisdom save. And it is 11 damage altogether.
11. Wisdom save is not his forte. He rolled a 1.
And that's out of here. He's now frightened of me.
Okay.
So he has disadvantage on all his attacks until the end of my next turn.
And he must use his action to move away as far away from you and use the dash action.
He doesn't have to.
I believe the frightened action does. Yeah.
Nope. That's set in features generally. It's just he has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while he's within sight of me.
He can't willingly move closer to the target.
And
okay.
he can't willingly move
Yes.
closer, yeah. And I'm also going to I'm gonna bonus action rally myself for 6 temp HP.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Morgan, what would you like to do?
Morgan is going to shift over 5 feet, get a better shot, and break out Fool's End.
Fool's Errand.
The-
This is your this is your pepper box.
The 2 R's and the A are scratched out, so it says
Fool's End.
the-
Oh, cool.
Fool's End.
That's cool. You get a point of inspiration for that.
Nice.
All
That is
right,
pretty
23 does hit. You take 7 piercing damage.
Yes. And it sounds like thunder just came from her general direction.
And don't pepper boxes do damage in radius around?
Repeat?
No.
Don't pepper boxes do damage in a radius around the target?
No.
No.
Shot.
That is the DMG. This is Matt Mercer's version.
Oh, okay.
I see.
I mean, I could make it explosive if you'd prefer.
No.
I don't-
Since you already made the character and you made it to Matt Mercer's version, let's keep it that way. Since that's canon according to D&D Beyond. Anira, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm going to use one of my bardic inspirations.
Excuse me, that's magic piercing damage.
Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know.
I'm going to use Mantle of Inspiration. So I can give 4 people temp HP. I'm going to give it to Yi. To
I forgot to give Irina
Morgan?
and Ismark initiative. Sorry.
If you give it to Lone Hunter, it gives him an ability to move up, so he can be within range of attack.
I think
Mantle of Inspiration. If you move, then you can take the temp HP.
Okay. I think he's gonna be able to move up to attack anyways. I'm more worried about getting people extra health if they have lower. So yeah, Yi, Morgan, Zephyros, and I can give it to myself, correct?
I believe so.
You choose yourself.
Okay. So 5 temp HP.
For generally, when it says a number of creatures, unless it says other than you generally can use it on yourself as well.
And I'm more worried about using that to move away without
Provoking attack of opportunity.
inspiring attack of opportunity.
We got.
And I'm going to use my action to cast Blindness Deafness,
All right.
making him blind.
We are fucking this guy up. Yeah.
With status effects, yeah. Constitution is good for him though.
That's what I'm
He
worried
rolled
about.
a 21.
Yeah.
Would he have disadvantage since he was fairy fire or no?
No, not on Constitution.
No, it doesn't work that way. And does not get a disadvantage because of the charmed. He rolled 21 and a 5.
Frightened.
So.
Right.
Frightened?
Yeah.
Does that give disadvantage on ability checks?
Frightened has a disability on ability checks. Yes, Frightened does that. Give disadvantage on ability checks.
That's a saving throw though, not a ability check.
Oh.
Nope. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. So roll a 5. He is now either blind or deaf. Which one?
He's blind. He is blind.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make so many checks. What would be a good one for blind?
It's the fear.
Away. It's all the way over there. There we go. That's
all
it.
right. Lone Hunter, would you like to move and gain temporary HP?
Word.
It's not your turn yet. Irina and Ismark need to go because I forgot to give them initiative, and they both rolled a 17, so they'll be going next. Sorry, Lone Hunter. But you do get to move now since Anira gave you Mantle of Inspiration. So you're able to do a free movement.
She didn't.
Oh,
No,
not
I
to
didn't
Lone
give
Hunter.
it to Lone Hunter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Who did you give it
Zephyros,
to?
Yi, Morgan, and myself.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry. So that's the end of your turn. I'm gonna have Arena and Ismark go now. So.
Oh,
Alright,
cool.
Irina is gonna get there. And I need Irina. She is going to attack with her rapier.
I approve.
She rolled a 15, which is going to hit, dealing him 3 piercing
You rolled
damage.
a 16.
16, yeah. So that's going to deal 3 piercing damage.
5. How'd you get the 5 on that little heart thing, Leaf?
When you click on an icon, if you have it on, if you hover over it, you can press a number on your keyboard, and it'll put that number on there.
Yep.
Ah,
1 through 0.
That's cool.
Single digits only, 1 through 0.
Okay.
And now Ismark.
When Red was alive, I used that to keep track of how long her sword lasted.
Nice.
Poor Red.
We all miss Red.
Yeah. Didn't want to kill Red.
Alright, he's going to
Red
make
didn't
one
want to
attack with his longsword, dealing
With
9
like 1,000
slashing damage.
disadvantage.
And natural 20 with his short sword.
Wouldn't he have disadvantage?
No.
Oh,
No,
it's
this
Ismark,
is
never
Ismark,
mind.
not
Yeah.
Izek. Sorry. Similar
Yeah.
names? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 9 plus 8.
17.
15. And he calls out to his sister, "Back away, this is too dangerous for you." And Irina says, "I can fight for myself." Now it is Lone Hunter's turn.
So.
Fuck him up.
Missile.
Nice. Alright, so
10 damage.
10 damage. 10 force damage.
Then I'll move up. And. Action surge.
Nice. Uh, 23 is going to hit. He is looking pretty bloody, guys.
He is not having a good day.
He is not. Is that all for you, Lone Hunter?
Yep.
All right, Will, it is your turn.
Okay. I start by casting spiritual weapon behind him.
Okay. Do you want to draw that, or do you want me to?
I can draw it.
Yeah, go for it. What does it look like? Thor's hammer?
Looks like Thor's hammer.
10 is going to miss. Nice.
And I'm going to move up next to him and swing with my hammer. Because spiritual weapon.
Right. Because spiritual weapon is a bonus action, right? 20 is going to hit.
20.
Nice. 11.
Actually, that shaft would be a little bit smaller.
Just a little bit. It's not a big deal.
Not
Yeah.
that big.
Alright, now it is finally Izik's turn. And he is going to turn to the woman disguised and
He needs to
turn
make a
to
Constitution
Ismark.
saving throw to see if he's still blind.
That's true, actually. He has to make a couple of saving throws. Constitution saving throw to see if he's blind. You rolled a 12.
Still blind.
Actually,
It would be a 4.
Level 1.
It would be a 4.
Yeah, because he still has disadvantage from being frightened and
True.
yeah.
Alright, so wisdom
it'd still be-
save to
He's
see if
definitely still blind.
if he's charmed.
Oh no, that would.
No, he's no longer charmed. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon
Oh,
as we
he's-
hit him, he's no longer charmed.
Okay. Which doesn't really. That just worked for you, pretty much. He still has fairy fire and is blinded.
Wasted.
Yeah. He is going to turn to in the direction where he felt the magic missiles and the battle axe, and he is going to swing a battle axe of his own, two-handed. 9 versus your AC does not hit, and 9 does not hit.
Thank God. Holy cow.
All right, Yi, it's now your
16
turn.
and 21.
Corey, you're muted.
I'm moving there.
Okay, you're surrounding
and
this guy with badness.
Yeah, I'm surrounding this guy with bad juju. I want to extract his brain if I can when he dies.
Yeah.
That
And
would
then
be
I'm
really
gonna-
good.
Right. Well, I forgot because I have mind extraction here, but we never actually described how I need to get my tentacles attached to it. So like what my attack is. I'm assuming it's the 1d4, which is what it's supposed to be for attacking, but we never
Right.
actually got into that. So I'm not going to actually deal with the mind extraction for getting that. But anyways, I'm going to magic missile his booty.
Okay.
2, 1, whoops, and 3.
9 damage.
9
damage.
Nine.
All right, it strikes him in the kidneys, and he almost bowls over, but he's still holding tightly to his battle axe and looking around wildly. Zephyros, what would you like to do?
Zephyros is going to. Can he squeeze in between these two? I forgot their names, but
Irina and Ismark, they're friendly
And Ismark.
creatures, so you can move within their space.
Okay, he's gonna squeeze next to Officer because he doesn't know the other guy.
You can't occupy the same space as Officer, but you can, yeah. You can get there.
I just want to know if I'd be within 5 feet.
Uh,
Because Officer, I assume, would let me by, but...
the only spot left is right here.
Can I make that?
Let's see. You were right there, right? 30
Yeah.
feet. Yeah, you can.
30 feet.
Nice job. Okay. Make a melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet of you. Takes 1d10 acid damage. Okay.
If possible, I'd like to, just put the acid damage on the horn, stab him with the horn.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. Just hit him with the prongs.
Yeah, so do I just roll the d10 or what?
No, you have to make a spell. So roll a d20 plus your spell attack modifier. Make it roll twice because he has fairy fire.
I can actually set it up as attack because I have access to your sheet real quick if you want me to.
It's up to you.
That's fine.
Alright, there you go.
And just so you know, I've upped the music. Nice. 20 is definitely going to hit. So hopefully you guys are able to hear it in the stream because I've noticed that the music has not been coming through. He takes 8 acid damage as the prongs. Oh, not 2, 8. As the prongs stick into his back. Alright, is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I don't think you can do anything.
Alright, Officer, is your turn.
Yeah. Also, real quick, I tossed some token art in the artwork chat, just because Will uses spiritual weapon a bit, so I thought I put together a few tokens and threw them in there.
Oh, fancy.
If you guys want to look at that later.
Yeah, we'll definitely use that later.
Yeah. So I'm stab the boy. Yeah, 21.
21 definitely hits.
I'm going to use distracting strike. So an extra 8 damage to 16 damage.
A is no longer frightened.
Nope, no longer frightened. But next person to hit him has advantage, which everyone has advantage anyways, but more damage for me.
Yeah, I think everybody's got advantage.
Oh,
at
I
this
skipped
point.
over Irina and Ismark's turn again because I forgot to make a disadvantage.
Yeah, there. Wrong.
So I'm gonna say Irina goes before Ismark because I did that last time. So Irina is going to stab at him with her rapier with advantage. 14 is going to hit. 2, sadly, is not enough to kill him. And Ismark is going to swing with his longsword, put away his short sword and swing with his longsword two-handed. And he's going to say, "Stay away from my sister, you son of a bitch!" And cleaves his head clean off. And Isaac Strahd falls down to his knees, headless and twitching, and dead. Nice job, guys. You guys utterly destroyed him. You guys used tactics and everything. Anira, for that plan with the charm and everything, go ahead and get a point of inspiration if you don't already have one.
Still got one.
Yep. Okay. He's
As
gonna
he
run
falls,
away.
the head flops away. I extract the brain.
Okay.
Sorry, I know I moved out of order, but
No, you're fine. We're not in combat order anymore.
Well, actually, I use devour the brain.
Devour.
All right, can you put that in the chat so I remember what it is? I know we talked
I
about
did.
it, but when you made the
Advantage on the next intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check for the next hour.
Does it not give
Awesome.
you knowledge?
No, the
No,
mind extraction
we-
is the one that we did that. We separated it out, so I have to do, that was the one I was talking about. So I forgot to actually flush that one out with you. I have to have an attack done with one of the tentacles, and then the next turn I can attack with the other 3 and attach them with a grapple. And then I can siphon off energy as long as all 4 of them are there. But we hadn't flushed that out, and I forgot we were going to do that last one.
That's totally fine. Yeah, we hadn't had a chance to do that. We haven't had much combat in Curse of
So,
Strahd.
We'll go ahead and do that later, and that will give me half of my half of the challenge rating of the creatures, half of their challenge rating back as spell levels that I'll be able to extract back once every long rest.
Speaking
in
of,
spell level.
he was a challenge rating 5 monster, so congratulations, guys.
I don't feel like he was with this plan.
With this plan, you guys destroyed him. Those guards might have given you a little bit of trouble, because you would have to split your attack.
I mean, I imagine Will could have fucked them up. They were just guards.
Oh, they're gate guards. They're a little bit higher.
But it was unnecessary to actually kill them. They weren't causing us trouble. They just were with him.
I want the arm.
Which is why I very much tried to send them away.
Give me 1 second. Let me figure out experience points.
10 million experience.
No.
I'll
1,
take
2,
the
3,
million.
4, 5, 6,
I mean,
7, 8, 9.
500 experience, but then, bonus experience for sending the other 2 away, so that way,
You guys gain 206 experience points.
So close.
206.
Oh, is that not third,
So,
4th level yet?
211.
Yeah, 211. 211. We need 2,700 for 3rd level.
So
Well,
2
we're-
unicorns pop out, and we blow them apart right now. Go.
Chat
the,
hasn't. Get your friends on the chat again. Oh, by the way, I
Unicorn.
did not see yesterday that Akemi suggested a giant crocodile and an owlbear. So you guys will be fighting those the next Horde of the Dragon Queen session. I promise
Maybe
you.
I'll actually-
What's our current experience at?
2,211. That's how much we have after that 206.
Unicorns don't give magical items. I don't know where you guys are getting this from.
You know what? They don't have to. They don't have to get.
And hi, Derek. Thank you for watching.
They do not have to give magical items, but their horns, I can guarantee, or their blood, are probably very expensive.
Actually,
Magical
if you
alchemy.
recall, I suggested a monster before I joined the game.
Yeah, a golden stag would give you magical items if they didn't kill it right away. Do you guys know Derek Swasserig? Swarisig? Sorry, sorry, Derek, if I'm butchering your name.
What's that?
Do you guys know a Derek Swarisig? He's watching on YouTube right now.
No.
Hello.
All right. Hello, Derek.
Hello, Derek.
All right.
Are you
So-
watching us?
He's watching. He's been watching for a while. So you pick up the decapitated head of Isaac and devour the brain. Yeah, he's watching through YouTube, which is working now. Awesome. We're not just on Facebook and Twitch anymore.
So,
Woo. Yeah, and you devour the brain of Izzy Strahd, regaining temporary hit points equal to your level. Is that right? Alright, yeah, Lone Hunter, make a survival check. Beat a 5.
I did earlier.
Oh, did you already? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was.
You rolled a 10.
Oh, yeah. You are able to lop off the demon arm. It is. I don't know if you've seen what Izzy looks like. Let me show you. Did it show up on your screen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he has like pointed talons and like kind of spikes coming out of his arm, and it's like a blood red.
I also want the battle axe.
I won't be taking suggestions from the actual players. I'll only be taking them from people in the chat. So sorry, Morgan.
Even if the suggestion came before I joined the game?
Did it come from before you joined the game?
This is my first week with this group.
Okay. Oh, you did. Banshees and Shadows. That's correct. I forgot about that. I need to give him 0 HP. Alright, so let me check to make sure that how many of each you would have to fight. Sorry, a Banshee is a challenge rating 4 monster. It needs to be 3 or below.
Oh. Oh well.
I think we did fight a Banshee, didn't we?
Alright,
We
so...
met a Banshee, we did not kill a Banshee.
Alright, so... everybody make perception checks.
Yeah. 6.
Can I burn the body?
You can,
Will
in just a
suggested throwing
second.
it in the water.
Oh,
How-
burning it was
Can
too.
we search the body before we throw it away, burn it, or anything like that?
Yes, I
Thank
should probably
you.
do that.
Alright, you find a... Let me see, where do you find... You find a large battle axe, obviously.
A sword of sunlight.
I want the battle axe, please.
It's not the Sword of Sunlight. How long does your spiritual weapon last, Will?
Oh, it's a minute. Should be a minute. Let me double
Okay.
check.
So it's probably gone by now?
Wait. Unless, yeah. By the time, like, if the arm is off, it's definitely gone.
Yes. Okay,
So,
from
yes,
your perspective, Anira, you notice Officer, Will, Lone Hunter, Yi, Morgan, and Zephyros's shadows start to kind of morph and change.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
Wait, what happened?
Sorry, which direction?
Oh, nuts.
Can I use that to, after yelling at them to get out and move away because their shadows are doing something weird?
Sure you can.
I
So
didn't
who
hear
all
what
did you say? You said Yi.
Pretty much everybody but you and Irina and Ismark.
Okay.
I can't be surprised, so can I move away when I see my shadow doing something weird?
Oh, you cannot be surprised. Okay, that's good to know.
So definitely Zephyros, definitely Morgan. Do Yi and Will.
And hello, shadows.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, they're everywhere. Holy
So
crap.
you guys are still in combat from earlier, but I deleted your initiative, so roll initiative again.
Roll initiative.
Maybe I'll
Can
do
I
better
see
this
him
time.
with that perception?
Hey, I did one better.
I did worse.
Oh
I think.
god.
What perception did you
Oh, I
get,
did way worse.
Lone Hunter?
9.
You were able to notice as well, so you are not surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't see that until after.
Yeah, I rolled
Great.
it.
And I have free movement, right? Magic inspiration.
Yes, you have free movement. And 10 HPs. Which means I should probably get rid of my 10 HPs.
Oh, shadows, why are you not coming up in the...
You keep your temporary hit points. They don't go away.
Don't go away. Okay.
No. They don't go away
I
until you
will
take
not
a
take
long
them away.
rest.
That's
Or
not-
you get
Or you
different
replace it with
temporary
other-
hit points
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
higher that you want instead.
Yep.
But you don't stack temporary hit points.
Alright, for
Also,
some reason,
I threw some
shadows...
more-
shadows is... stuff is not showing up. But I know their... Let me bring up their stuff. So I know what they can do. Okay, these guys are... Okay. These guys are...
You have movement. So you can get out of there if you want to.
Who did you give them to?
Yi, Will, Morgan, and Zephyros.
Okay, well I'm gonna move in front of the little druid kid because I don't want him to get like destroyed. So I'll protect him slightly. May not be much. But
Awesome.
By the way,
Morgan,
since it
that's-
is...
yeah.
Since it is now night, you guys are in dim light by the moon.
Thank goodness for night vision.
Yeah, so you guys don't have to be like in... You guys don't need torches or anything. Okay, Lone Hunter, what would you like to do? You are not surprised.
Swing his back. And looks like he's gonna miss.
He does miss. It passes through the shadow's amorphous form and does not connect with anything, and it hisses at you. Would you like to do anything else?
Like all of my stuff take action.
You think what?
I think all of my spells and stuff take action.
Gotcha. Zephyros can't be surprised, so you're next. What would you like to do?
I don't have anything to do right now, so I'll just take the dodge action and ready my spear.
Okay. Next are the shadows. So one shadow is going to come up
Would
here.
officer not surprised either?
No, officer can be surprised.
Oh, officer can be? Oh, I thought he
Yeah.
couldn't.
No, officer is perfectly capable of being surprised.
Okay, never mind.
I don't think Morgan was surprised though, because she got the ability to move.
Oh, there's Shadow. There we go. These are what you guys are dealing with.
Yeah. These.
Nice.
And I'm glad that I can do that because I can actually use their attack and you can see it. So one shadow is going to strike at Lone Hunter with Strength Drain. 20 versus your AC.
Yeah.
And your strength is reduced by 3. So you take 7 necrotic damage and your strength is reduced by 3. The other one next to you is going to hit you with another strength drain. 17 versus your AC.
Miss.
Alright. The next one is going to attack Will. 15 versus your AC.
15 is gonna miss.
You think he's gonna miss? I think so too. Good night. No. Okay, next one's going to be on Officer. 12 versus your AC is going to miss.
Yep.
The next one's going to move up to Morgan. 15 versus your AC.
Miss, and I'm flying.
Oh, you are flying right now. Okay.
He used his movement speed to go up.
Oh, I didn't realize that. In that case, he would move. Can I retcon that, or would you guys allow that?
Yeah.
Sure, you do it for us all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him go as officer. So 15 versus your AC, officer.
No.
This one is going to go near to the nearest target, which is Anira.
Oh, crap.
23.
Oh, no. It's...
That's gonna hit.
You take 12 necrotic damage, and your strength is reduced by 1.
Okay. That really hurt. Oh, wait. I have temp HP, so I can get rid of
Yes.
So I
Lone
didn't
Hunter
get as
is
bad.
now your turn.
Still pretty hurt.
I think you skipped me.
No, because this is a surprise round, and some people were surprised and some people weren't. Can
Oh,
Will
you're
be
right.
surprised?
Wait. I wasn't surprised. Why did I not get to go?
Yeah, I thought I.
Oh, did you not get to go?
No,
No,
you skipped right
She
past
was
me.
right after the
I don't know. I
shadows.
got
Oh, you go right after the
10
shadows.
perception.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anira, now is your turn. I'm sorry. And
Okay.
Will, what was your perception check to check for the shadows?
Mine was a 10. Pretty sure. Yeah. 10.
It was a
Okay.
10?
Yeah. This is right before the Mantle of Inspiration. Yeah, so it was 10.
They rolled a 19 on stealth.
Oh.
So actually, Lone Hunter shouldn't have been able to see them either. And neither should have Anira. But I forgot to make the stealth check. I didn't know that they were regular monsters in Curse of Strahd.
Got
So you guys might be fighting these things later.
Mine is a 19, so.
Oh, you would have seen. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Anira, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to use. Let's use this.
Circle of Death.
No. Dissonant Whispers on the one
Whispers.
right next to me.
Wisdom is not very good for them. 14.
Oh, they just made it, so I think they take half damage.
Yeah, half damage.
Yeah, half damage and they don't have to move away.
And they don't have to move away.
6 damage. Let me make sure they don't have resistance to stuff like that. No.
Psychic? I don't think so.
Well, you'd be surprised.
I don't think a lot of things have resistance to psychic, unless they're really stupid.
No, a lot of things. Some things have immunities to psychic.
Yeah, there are some.
Wow. Okay.
So I wanted to make sure that wasn't one of them. But your 6 went through well. I'm just gonna skip over Ismark and Arena. Will, what was your perception check?
Rose 10.
Okay, you would not have seen them. So it's back to Lone Hunter's turn. Now we're in regular turn order. Surprise round is ended. So Lone Hunter, what would you like to do?
Not that this is gonna do anything, but
Ooh, okay. I have a new app for critical fails.
Oh god.
It is done with weapon attack. You are pinprick. You are exhausted by 1 stage. And this is the Critical Role app on Android, just so you know. And exhaustion by 1 stage means...
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Disadvantage on ability checks. So you swing your battle axe hard enough that it slams you to the ground and actually tires you out. Morgan, it is your turn.
Okay. Is this Morgan's shadow?
I don't yes, it was.
Yes.
Okay, and that's going to be target of her attention at the moment. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, she's going to point Fool's Errand over in this general area.
Okay.
And is going to cast Fairy Fire through one of the barrels.
Okay, cool. So you're going to hit a point, and then 20 feet around that point is going to be Fairy Fire?
I want to catch... Yes.
You want to catch those two?
I want to catch these 2 shadows, and just these 2 shadows.
Okay. Cool, so they have to make dexterity saving throws, is that correct?
Yes. Versus a spell save of 14.
14. First one, 4.
Nope.
Second one, 15. So just going from top to bottom. This one is now encased in green Fairy Fire.
Alrighty.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Let me see.
How long can you fly as a flying tiefling?
About as long as I can walk.
Okay. I didn't know if there was until your next turn or something along those lines. Usually there's a stipulation
Nope,
on that.
It is a natural ability to him.
So
it
like
is a natural ability to him.
Like a Aarakocra or something.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Let me see. Do I have any bonus actions, spells I could do?
You have Arcane Weapon.
It can't be another full spell. It has to be a cantrip.
Yeah.
Did I miss my turn somehow?
You were surprised.
You were surprised.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm good.
Your turn is coming up. All right. Zephyros, it is back to you.
I thought I was just busy there for a second.
No, you're fine. The surprise round just took a while because there's 6 of them, and some of you guys were not surprised, so it almost acted like a full round.
Well, let's thin them out for you.
So Zephyros, what would you like to do?
He's going to cast Cure Wounds on Anira.
Yay!
All right, nice. So you reach out and touch her, and she fills with this ethereal light, and she heals for 12 damage. Nice. She's back to full HP.
Yeah, that puts me back at full. Woo!
All right. Anything else in your turn? Is that for us?
No, that's it.
Okay. Now, officer, what would you like to do?
Oh boy, there's creatures around me, and I'm not a fan of them being there. I'm gonna stab the one that I have advantage on.
Okay. 23 is going to hit for 7 piercing damage. Your rapier.
Superiority dice.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. Let's do menacing attack. So, boop. So 13 damage.
And I have to make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, wisdom save for friend.
Roll to 5.
Yeah.
It is frightened.
Shouldn't that be half damage? Resistant to piercing
Probably.
damage?
But
Yeah,
is,
you feel
resistant.
you feel the rapier pierce through, but you almost stumble as the rapier doesn't give the resistance that you thought it would.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder.
I'm not a fan of these things.
So it was 13.
Yeah, 13 damage, and then half it as you will.
Okay. Anything else, officer?
Lone Hunter's looking a bit rough, right?
I believe so. Yes.
7 damage.
Here, have where is it? There, 7 temp HP.
Nice. Is that the end of your turn?
That's it.
All right. Next, the two are going to attack Lone Hunter. 15 versus your AC.
Miss.
What is your AC? 17?
19.
19. Damn.
17. Yeah.
No, they both miss. Next one is Will, who has is a disadvantage on attack rolls. This one that's frightened.
Yep.
A natural 1. Okay. So tiring attack. It is also exhausted by 1 stage. So it has disadvantage on ability checks. Next up are going to be the 2 on officer. Yeah, I know. This one got fucked up. I like how it rolled a critical 1 and a critical success.
Yeah.
Critical success.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's.
Ooh. You also lose 4 strength.
2 crits.
Oh, good thing that's useless to me.
Oh yeah, you're a dexterity fighter.
Yeah. Strength don't mean anything.
If your strength score is reduced to 0, you die.
Yeah, if it goes
Yeah.
to 3.
Yeah.
You just straight out die. Which is why Morgan suggested these last episode.
Which is a little nerve-wracking for myself, because I started off with an 8.
Yeah, now you have a 7, I believe.
Now I have a 7.
Speaking of, this one's going to go strength drain against Anira. 11 versus your AC is probably not going to hit.
Miss.
Haha.
Miss.
Now is Anira's turn. What would you like to do?
Too nimble for ya. Torn a little bit. I think I'm gonna take a chance, and I'm gonna smack it with
12.
a silvered short sword.
12 is actually going to hit.
Oh.
So roll for damage.
6.
6. You pass through, and you feel the resistance, but it's not quite what you expected.
Okay.
Anything else?
Does it scream out in more pain than what normally it would?
It doesn't
Being
scream at
slashed.
all. It doesn't really have a mouth.
Hmm.
It's kind of a Dementor, in a way. It pretty much is a Dementor.
Okay.
for all intents and purposes. Copyright Harry Potter, Universal Studios. Please don't sue me.
I am going to use. Oops. Healing word on officer.
Oh, thank you.
Not on Lone Hunter.
I thought officer was more hurt.
I don't know.
I can't hardly see Lone Hunter's health
There
bar.
we go. Now you can see it better.
Okay.
Let me see. Officer is more hurt.
Yeah, officer is definitely more hurt.
I was planning on healing someone.
Alright, is that all of your turn?
That
Anira?
is. Yeah, that is all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna invoke an attack of opportunity.
Alright, next is Ismark. He is going to swing with his longsword. 12 is going to hit. And his short sword, 15 is going to hit. So 11 against this one right here. Next
We're
is
not doing a good job of thinning these guys out.
Irina. She's going to attack the one south of Officer with her rapier. 17 is going to hit. I need to put this in Kobold Fight Club to see if this is a deadly encounter. Will, it is now your turn.
Okay, Will is going to, because they're all within 30 feet of him, he's going to hold up his hammer and say, "By Thor's power, be gone." And he's going to use his channel divinity to turn undead.
Okay. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay, they are undead.
So they all have to make wisdom saving throws. Turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna go clockwise around, starting with this one. What's the save, DC?
Oh, right. I believe it's
your spell save, so.
going to. I can't. I'll step. 13.
Alright, so that one makes it. That one definitely makes it. That one definitely fails. The one by Anira. That one makes it. That's one south of Officer.
And the one that's frightened should have disadvantage.
Correct. The one next to Officer fails. And the frightened one fails. So, turn undead. What would be a good thing for these guys? He has so many status effects on him. Alright, so on their next turn, they have to move as far away from this, and they can only use the
Thins the
dodge.
hurt a bit.
If there's nowhere to move, they have to use the dodge action. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also going to call over to Lone Hunter and say, "Be strong." And cast the healing word. 5 each. And then as a free action, and the holy symbol of Ravenkind, cast Sunlight as an attempt to weaken Shadow.
Okay. Where are you going to point it?
I think it emanates from me.
No.
30-foot radius.
It takes an action though.
Sorry. It says in brackets, no action required. Oh, the light is sunlight and lasts for 10 minutes.
Until you end the effect. It takes no action to end the effect.
Gotcha. Sorry. I saw that in reaction. My bad.
Totally fine. Both of those were good choices. They, 3 of them just happened to succeed.
Yeah.
Alright, Yi is now your turn. Finally.
Okay. So, do I know anything about Shadow with all my study of arcade?
Make an Arcana check, or a. Okay, yeah, you know that shadows are Undead that resemble dark exaggerations of humanoid shadows. They are.
So as undead, what is their lowest score, or what would be their lowest score?
I can't tell you that.
Couldn't tell me that. Okay.
Do you want me to tell you other things?
Sure. Go ahead.
They are amorphous. They can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide. They have shadow stealth. While in dim light or darkness, they can take the hide action as a bonus action. Its stealth is improved to +6. And they have sunlight weakness. While in sunlight, the shadow has disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Also, they have damage resistances to acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks, and have damage immunities from necrotic and poison. They have condition immunities from exhaustion, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, and restrained. So that one actually isn't frightened or exhausted. My bad.
Can you repeat their resistances one more time?
Pretty much everything non-magical.
Everything non-magic.
I will repeat it though. Acid, this is resistances. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. So if it's a magical attack...
magic will affect them normal.
Okay,
Yes.
but magical fire and stuff will affect them normal.
Correct.
Okay.
It's just you can't burn them with a torch.
Okay, no, because I was trying to think of a fun way to do one of my spells to do more damage to them, but
they don't have any damage. What's it called? Damage.
Reduction or anything like
Vulnerabilities.
that.
Vulnerabilities. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have any damage or vulnerabilities.
So, I guess what I'll do is I'll just do Burning Hands onto the 2 right here in an area that I'm not going to smack him.
Okay, so you're pretty much going to point straight out here. Yeah.
Yeah, that direction.
Yeah, that's not exactly how Burning Hands works, but yeah. But I think if you point straight forward in front of you, then it works that way.
Yeah, I would put it out like this direction so that it would angle enough that it would just get half of them.
I understand. So okay, they have to make a dexterity saving throw. Is that correct? Or take half damage?
Sure.
Instead of dex, I'm going to use. That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
So instead of using a dex save, though, I'm going to use Lore Master.
Yeah.
And I want them. I'm going to switch out instead of dex. I want them to use a. Let's
Probably
do
charisma.
a charisma save. Sure, let's do charisma save.
Okay, they're not very good at charisma.
Yeah.
5
Things that can't speak really aren't good at charisma.
and 3. Take full damage. As 10. This one starts flickering as its corporeal form is almost dissipated. And that one takes 10 fire damage. Alright, anything else on your turn, Yi?
I do have a question. So Firebolt says, oh no, that says one action. Never mind. Nope, that's it.
Okay. Lone Hunter, what would you like to do? All right. Which one are you gonna hit with magic missile?
Top one.
Okay, top one. With, sorry, 9.
9.
All right.
Yes, 9.
The first 2 hit it and blow a hole through the shadow's chest, and the third one just whiffs straight through, and it dissipates into nothingness. Sorry, is Colton awake?
No, he's
Oh, okay. I was wondering why you weren't talking.
no. I must be breaking up or something.
What?
Yeah.
You're a little bit soft, but you're not breaking up to me. But yeah, I got what you were
How
trying to
about
say.
now?
You're good. Yeah, I just assumed that you had cold on your chest or something. All right, is that all for you, Lone Hunter?
Yeah, unless it is a bonus, but I think all of them.
I think all of your spells are bonus actions, pretty much.
You do have
Or
second wind,
full
but
actions.
you're only missing 2 hit points, so it might not be
Yeah.
best to use it yet.
I'm done.
Okay, Morgan, what would you like to do?
Which of those are not afraid by the turn undead and stuff?
The ones not having the hands to their head screaming.
This
icon.
one and this one.
Well, I only got one
And
shot.
this one is barely looking corporeal.
Okay, the one that barely looks corporeal, then I figure that'd be a good one to target. Morgan is going to flip a couple of barrels around on her pool's end and point and click.
All right. Magic piercing damage. Okay, cool. Do you have to do a reload? I forget how firearms work.
6 shots.
6 shots.
But it's infused with repeating shot.
So it just magically refills its ammo.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about misfires.
Oh no. I have to
misfires
worry about
on it, too.
misfire.
Just
But
you
I
don't
don't
have to worry
know
about
about
reloading.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So you're hitting this one with 8 magic bullets.
The one that's just about dead.
This one, yes. The bullet
Yes.
pierces straight through its face, and it dissipates into a cloud of smoke and ash.
As a movement, I'm gonna go up another 20 feet because why not?
Because why not?
I like 5s. I like 5s. They're a good number.
All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Zephyros, what would you like to do? There are 3 left.
Is Deadly's character like dead, or is he just?
No, he's fine.
No, he's
No.
fine.
He is down 3 strength, I believe.
Yeah.
Do
I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit and put it on Deadly.
Deadly is the Goliath. This one right here.
Yeah, he's the one right next to
Oh,
him.
then never mind.
Yeah, that was Izek.
I can't do Cosmo either, so
Oh, you're fine. So
can I retcon that then?
you're gonna put a healing spirit right there?
I think he wants to retcon.
Yeah, I
He
can't
didn't
say
realize that
Cosmo,
wasn't
though.
Deadly.
Like that?
I think he
won't
wants to retcon that. He doesn't want to use Healing Spirit.
Doesn't want to use that
Oh,
spell.
my bad.
I can't see Deadly's hotbar either, so
He is barely hurt.
Yeah, he's only missing 2 hit points.
okay.
He's just missing some strength. So if you could heal some strength, maybe. But
Yeah, but I don't think you have at low level. You don't have any spells for that.
What we could do is
That
finish
rock,
killing these
you would
guys.
have to like do an athletics or acrobatics to step on.
And athletics or acrobatics, you said?
Yes, just beat a 10.
that's
Nice.
and that wouldn't work to heal a strength issue.
not. No.
Yeah,
that's
restoration.
restoration.
Oh,
Condition can be blinded, deaf, and paralyzed or poisoned. No. So you can retcon all of that if you want.
wow. I suck.
It's okay. You can still attack and do stuff.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Are you going to
Zephyros
take the
doesn't
dodge
really
action, or you?
Yeah, I'll just take the dodge action.
That's the safe bet. Officer, what would you like to do?
How hurt are these three around me?
Out of the three, make a perception check.
Alright, perception, 14.
14, you notice that this one is the most hurt. They're not really hurt in like a hurt sense. They're kind of fading from view. This one looks the most unfocused.
Alright, well, let's clean some things up. I'm gonna attack that one. And I have advantage, so that's a natural 20, so 9 damage.
You do have advantage because it's fairy fire.
And it's undead.
Why would the undead do anything?
He wouldn't have resistance to pierce.
Oh, he does. No, he
does.
does have a resistance to piercing. Some
Yeah.
undead do. So it's at 9. He takes 4.
I've been rolling awful for damage.
Yeah, not
I
been
have
great.
a +6 modifier to damage.
Oh man, a 2 and a 1. Nice shot.
Yeah.
All right, is that all for your turn?
Think so, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
All right, these shadows are going to run straight away, provoking an opportunity attack from Will.
The one that he hit wouldn't, because he loses the, whatever it's called, the bard thing when he gets attacked.
Excuse me?
The channel or the turn undead, the effect goes away when it takes damage.
Ah, okay. So you can opportunity attack if you would like. Will, do you want an opportunity attack?
Yep.
All right, go ahead. Oh, he's going to move out of your space, so he's going to be there. All right.
Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
No, it's actually he has fairy fire, so it's a natural 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very fair. It has
Oh,
advantage.
I have advantage. Okay, good.
Wow, yeah.
Alright, there you
You
go.
were so
14 he gone.
use that exhaustion on him.
14 is just enough to kill him.
Nice.
So your warhammer comes down, straight down, and as it passes through the shadow's body, it just dissipates into nothingness.
Nice.
So the weakling of the group is definitely out now. This one is still going to move away from Will, which is going to provoke an opportunity attack from
Do I
Officer.
get an opportunity attack if you
Yes.
run past me?
Yes, Officer does.
Alright. Yeah, 17.
17 will
Alright.
hit.
10 damage.
Be 5. And he is no longer turn undead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that other one? Who put a 5 with a skull and crossbones on him?
That's Morgan.
I think you may have accidentally done that when you were like -5 and you may have been hovering over something. Because if you hover over one of the conditions and press a number over it, it will pop up with that number.
Oh, I might have done it? Am I bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
we
you guys
we don't
can't-
have the ability to do that.
That's right, you can't select them. So this shadow here is going to attack Officer. Hopefully with straight drain. No!
No.
Damn!
Dun, 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 dun,
I'm
dun.
not. I don't plan on
What
dying.
about the one
Oh,
by me?
wait.
There's one by me.
There is one by you. That is going to start to run away.
Attack of opportunity.
Stop it.
It's actually going to run to here. No, not there. Sorry. 24 is definitely going to hit.
Does a spear have reach or no?
No.
A spear does not, sadly.
Throw it.
It does benefit from Polearm Master, though, if you're looking into feats.
And Spear Mastery if you take that.
This one, now that it is not turned undead, is going to use its movement to move back to Officer. And attack him with Strength Drain. 14 versus your AC, probably not going to hit.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Now it is Anira's turn. What would you like to do? And he is no longer...
I am going to mock him
In a vicious way.
in a vicious way.
In a vicious...
Tell him that how he should just go ahead and fade away because he's not a threat and he's not even good to look at.
Oh, damn, a 10.
Boom! Take that 3 seconds.
He voices a silent scream and holds his hands up to where his ears would be underneath his black hood and just fades into the ground.
Boom.
You've actually killed something
And
with Vicious
then-
Mockery.
That's the second thing.
I
he's killed with
taunted it
Vicious
to
Mockery.
death.
That's the second kill with Vicious Mockery.
It's one of those, why don't you go and kill yourself? And he goes, oh, and does it.
Aw.
Then he goes, you know what? You're right. And then dies.
Maybe
Officer
I
still
will.
looks a little hurt. So, a bam
For Officer.
Back up to hill.
for officer.
Back up to full.
Yep.
Next is Ismark. He is going to move to here. And going to swing with his longsword and his short sword. Both hit, so he takes 12 damage. Or he would. Take 6 damage.
We wish he took 12 damage.
Right. These guys don't have very much HP.
They're just resistant to a lot of normal attacks.
I'm gonna be so glad for next level where that's not gonna matter for me.
8 is not going to hit with Irina's rapier. Next is Will. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Yi, did you communicate any of your knowledge to any of the group?
Did I what?
Did you communicate any of your knowledge to any of the group?
Would I have had chance to really in the middle of a battle? I mean, I would have yelled
Not
out.
all of that, but maybe the most pertinent stuff. So what's the most pertinent things?
I would have yelled out, hit him with, blast him with fire or like bolts or magic.
So hit him with magic, stuff like that. Okay.
Hit him with magic.
Oh, thank you. That's so useful for me.
I was
Sorry,
I was
let the
wondering.
magic users deal with them.
I was wondering if you yelled out if they have sunlight sensitivity.
Focus on that.
They're undead. Let the magic users deal with them. Come
Okay.
by me. I'll help you.
All right. So
Okay,
Will, what would you like to do?
Can I see? Are either of them? The other?
You can see them.
No, but like, are they like? Does one look less there?
Let me check. Make a perception check. And everybody stop making things so I can actually see their health pools. Alright, yeah, you're able to see that this one is just a little bit more hurt.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. I had my.
This one is a little bit more hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast just Toll the Dead.
Alright.
So it has to make a.
Are you bang your hammer against your shield and it has to do a wisdom saving throw. 8 does not hit it.
2 necrotic.
Somebody's bored.
That would be Brainor.
I just made mine where you can't see it, so.
Yeah. You gotta do something between
Yeah,
these long
I should do
battles.
that.
Yi, what would you like to do?
I am going to use magic missile, and can I tell which one's more damage than or which one's closer to death than the other one?
We can still see all of your guys' stuff.
Oh,
What's
They're
that?
not they're not invisible.
I think they're not invisible to you.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just invisible to
So-
other players.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, they're not invisible to me. Okay. Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay, well I'm gonna step here, so I'm outside of that. So let's see, you said
Ismark
the-
is still in your way.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Well, let's see. I guess no, because that's only on. I'll use the 10 either way, so I can hopefully. See.
You're gonna use inspiration.
Yeah, I'll use-
Yeah, you're able to tell that this one is a little bit more.
That one's
or
more damage.
that one's
Okay.
more. That one's more damage. You
So-
don't know by how much, but it is more of a shadow.
That's
than-
fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to cast Magic Missile,
Okay.
and what I meant to show you last time was not Lore Master, but was Spell Secrets. To use the second portion of it, which was the
Change damage type.
changing the status effect for whatnot, which I
Okay.
can't use that type of using it until after long rest. So that's what I wanted to show you. I showed that last. But anyways.
Okay,
so I'm
cool.
using-
Yeah, that one
14 damage.
gets blown apart as holes just pepper his body.
Just like put out your hands like you're shooting a machine gun.
Hey, she saw Morgan do it.
Huh?
All right, is that the end
I
of your
would have thought it'd
turn?
be more
Yi?
like a mortar, point it up in the air and go thunk, thunk, thunk.
Yeah, exactly. Is that it for you, Yi?
Yep.
All right, Lone Hunter, what would you like to do? The shadows around you are all dead. There's only one left.
I'm gonna move here. And
You can move on top of the dead shadow. It's fine.
I don't want.
Oh, okay. 7 is not going to hit, sadly enough. Is it for your turn?
Yeah.
Sorry. Morgan, it is now your turn.
There's only
Yeah.
one target left.
With 11 damage? Alright, how would you like to kill him?
Yeah. Oh, very quietly, right in between the eyes. Well, it doesn't really.
It looks
have
up at you, and it's one of those anime shots where the bullet goes through, and then a second later, a bloom of smoke and a hole of like 3 feet wide
Appears in the
opens up and then collapses into a singular space, and then you just crumbles into ash.
Cool, works for me.
That works.
See Morgan spin the pepper box by the trigger, across the barrel.
Okay, so you guys fought 6 shadows.
6 shadows.
And there are 9 of you, correct?
Yep.
They're
With the
including
NPCs,
the
yes.
NPCs, yeah.
Yeah, the NPCs did get in the fight, so that counts. You might want to think of that next time.
I mean, I asked them if they wanted to come in. So
To
That's
give you
true.
guys a hint, one shadow by itself, or excuse me, 2 shadows by itself is considered a very hard encounter for a party of 6.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. They were just really bad at their touch attacks.
Yep.
You guys each gain 67 experience points.
See, according to Cobalt Fight Club, 7 players at level 3 versus 6 shadows is an easy encounter.
Really?
Yeah. How much experience do you say?
67.
So 2, 78. 2278.
Still not level 4.
So,
No.
Dang.
I thought for sure that would have been enough.
Shadows are only
Yeah.
worth 100 experience points each.
Mm-hmm. CR of a half.
Yeah, it's those other 2 NPCs. If they weren't there, man.
We would have got 86 apiece.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, people think about it like holy shit for a moment. So that's a thing.
And remember, your strength drain does not go away until you finish a long rest.
Until you take a
Short or long rest.
Is it short or
It
long
said
rest?
short or long.
Oh, okay.
On the little thing that underneath strength drain, it said short or long rest.
I want to go take a long rest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So you get pretty much you gain your strength back.
Back to you.
Oh, we gained it back. Yay. Yay. And I get all my stuff back. Ah, I am back at full power.
Yeah.
Great colossal power.
Derek, if you have any creatures that you want them to fight, we're actually at time. So if you want them to fight any more creatures, put them in, and we can fight them next week. But that is going to be it for this week. You actually hear a small voice coming from the southwest saying, "Can I come out now?"
I actually forgot she was there.
I thought
I'm really glad she stayed there for all that time.
I
I was
figured you
just
guys
about to
did.
say-
You were just about to say what?
Yeah, I was just about to say, all right, let's grab the girl and head back to the city. And like, if some of us want to go take a long rest, I was gonna take her to the Vistani.
She can stay in the room with me and Irina.
We should hide her going in there because they said going into the town.
They don't like Vistani. Yeah.
Yeah, so we should either take her back first, or
Yeah, you can go around the town. It is the dead of night, so the town doors are locked.
I would say let's take her
Yeah.
home first, then go back into the town. If we're gonna do that.
Do we know where the Vistani are now? Last we knew, they were at the.
The Serpool encampment.
Oh, what's it called? Yeah.
She said that her camp was just south of Valaki, so it's not the Serpool encampment. It's a new camp.
Yeah, there's a lot of Vistani around here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just about to say to grab the girl.
To grab the girl. Yeah, I
Are
figured
we-
you guys
are we gonna
forgot about
have-
her.
Do we have enough time to get her back to her people tonight?
If you want to go, a little bit longer, we can. Is it too late for
let's
you,
finish out a quest.
Lone Hunter?
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, let's do this next week because I actually haven't read up on the
Okay.
Vistani camp. I forgot that she was from there, and I didn't read up on it.
Okay.
So you guys have just taken down the henchman of the Burgomaster.
We did it, guys. We killed these.
He went down like a bitch, to be
He did.
honest.
With the
I thought it was
surprise
one to die.
round. With the surprise round.
I really thought he was going to be a really hard fight, but once we had him, Fairy fired, blinded, and frightened, and
Yeah.
everybody was around him, and he had no backup support. He went down like a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
God.
he got his arm.
It did take all of that, though. You can't say he took all these debuffs, he surrounded him, and he took him by surprise, and he was a bitch about it.
No.
But
Now we
the
just
reason
gotta
I say it,
take
the reason I said he went down like a bitch is because nobody else took any damage. He
Yeah.
literally hit nobody. So yeah, he
Lone
was
Hunter,
a fighter and he stayed up, but he
Yeah.
never took any damage.
Lone Hunter
Or he never
almost
dealt any
took
damage.
like 37 hit points or something like that of damage. Almost. If he didn't have disadvantage. I can't
Yeah.
remember. But
Pretty
yeah.
sure that's
Thank you for tuning in to Beholding Dice. I am Arkham Raptor. This was Falco, Brainer, Anestra, Atarnier, Sleepy, and Leaf. Let's give a shout out to our artists. First up is Morgan, who I believe was transformed by Leaf for fair use. Do you know the artist for Archimedes? Oh yeah, art by Alexander Zivotny. Zivotny.
Alexander Zivotny. Yep.
Zivotny. Will was done by Yamaorce on Deviant Art.
No, we're done fine.
Zephyros was done by Falco. You can find him at NepSnapsChan on Instagram or Falco Illustrates on Twitter. Hit him up for a commission because he needs the work. Atrophy was also transformed by Leaf, so it's fair use. And done very well. Lone Hunter was done by DMDunks on Twitter. Did I get that right?
It's on Reddit, but yeah.
Oh, on Reddit. Sorry, DMDunks on Reddit. And Anira was done by... You might want to put it in... I want to put it in the...
I think it's Jonathan Monroe.
Yep.
And he was on DeviantArt, or was he on Instagram?
No, I found him on Reddit, but he has his own website. His Reddit username is his real name, Jonathan Monroe.
Jonathan Monroe is the artist. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Also, music was done by Incompetech. And have a great night, guys. We will see you maybe next week, maybe earlier than that with Storm King Thunder. We'll see how our schedules line up. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.